Alright, y'all, it's Wendy at Hardneck Farms, and this is just one little segment of the Last Chance Cook-Off. I forgot it's getting dark early. I started this earlier today, but I'm just now getting the food out here. Anyway, I'm going to be doing these veggie kebabs. We had these beautiful onions we grew in our garden, and I watched a video this morning, and Cottonwood Ranch did a homemade teriyaki, which is basically vegan, super healthy. And I brought the baster thing out here, and I decided to change my entire video, and I'm going to put that vegan teriyaki on these veggie kebabs. And on these veggie kebabs, I had to buy store-bought mushrooms, but the zucchini and the onion are mine. And of course I had to buy a pineapple and the bell pepper. Normally we have bell peppers. This year they just didn't hardly produce, one or two. So this is what I'm doing out here on our little fire pit. We've used this for several years now. We've kind of taken it and moved it around the farm as we've needed it, and it's been a lot of fun. Of course, it's just really for small things. If you're not really wanting to fire up the grill, just do a small batch. And I'm using the copper grill sheets. Oh, it's burning my eyes a little bit. My cameraman's sleeping. There's that way and this way. As soon as they get close to being done, I will put that teriyaki sauce on there, and that will just be really, really good. I couldn't find the rest of my skewers, so I had some leftover vegetables, and so I stuck it in this little skillet. We'll just cook them up as well. And then I can put the teriyaki on there. I think it'll be really good. This is what I did. I kind of just brought everything out in the baggies, put the kebabs together. It's kind of funny. I have redone my video at least 3 times. But I couldn't resist. I had did my own little spice blend, and then did some homemade pesto. And I was going to do the veggies and the pasta and put the pesto on there. And I still am going to do that. But I couldn't resist. When I saw her recipe for the teriyaki, I was like, oh, that's it. I'm doing that. I love teriyaki, but I can't have the soy sauce. And so if you'll go to her video on the hashtag lastchancecookoff collab, well, it'd be Last Chance Cook-Off, hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off. You can go to Cottonwood Ranch and look at her video where she did the teriyaki sauce. And I have a real restrictive diet. So I have to eat basically gluten-free, meat and dairy-free, processed food-free. I can't really have a lot, so basically a whole food, plant-based vegan diet. And there's just a lot of foods I just can't eat. So it is better for me to grow a lot of the stuff on our farm. There's the garden. And I know, I apologize that it's getting dark. I keep forgetting it's getting dark early now. And tomorrow I will finish out this video and take you guys on a tour of the greenhouse and our solar food dehydrators, where I do a lot of our spices. We grow this really good basil from Italy, and it is off the charts delicious. And I make a homemade pesto, and I put it on the pasta with the vegetables, and it's so delicious. Those are some of the things I like to eat. In the summertime, it's a different diet because you're out here working, you're hot, you're tired. You don't really feel like cooking heavy foods. And you sure don't feel like grilling that much because it's so hot. But that don't mean I don't enjoy it. Apologize for it getting dark, you guys. It's going to keep turning this. It's going to be a while. You know, lost the pineapple at the end. May end up having to move it into the shop and finish out the video in the shop on the grill. I think that's what I may have to do, you guys. Anyway, you can build you a little fire pit like this. We have plenty of wood left over from the ice storm, and so we are able to use this little fire pit. Anyway, I will finish this in the shop. Talk to you later. So I had to move everything in here because it got dark. It got dark really quick. So I'm finishing up grilling this stuff right here. And I will put that teriyaki sauce on there. And I'm just going to show off some of my apples. That's what we've been picking. And got some fireworks going on. Lots of fireworks in the background. I have no idea what's going on, but there's a lot of them. So I guess I can put this right here. Hopefully it'll stay. It's a little bit better in the light where you can see this is what some of the onions we grew on the farm. Anyway, don't forget to check out Cottonwood Ranch on this teriyaki. I'm so excited about trying it. What I thought I would do is get them done and then just go ahead and slather on this teriyaki. I did the recipe exactly like hers. The only thing I did not do was use fresh ginger because my ginger dried up, and I used powdered ginger. That was the only difference. Oh, it smells really good. That's hot. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get these on. It's just a little too warm. This would be so delicious over a bed of just some rice. My sister-in-law taught me how to do the rice in the Instapot. Make it nice and fluffy. Oh goodness, this smells really good. I can't wait to try this. I'm a big fan of teriyaki, but I can't do the soy. And it's really hard to find. I can't even do the Bragg's liquid aminos. I have a real bad reaction to it. So the coconut aminos I definitely use. And this just has a really good flavor. Get that caramelize on there. I'll bring it all over there so you can see. Now doesn't that look good? Oh my goodness. That is really going to be good. Get that a little stir around. Oh, I got to put this on just a smidgen too hot. So this is onions from the garden, and I did add a little bit of purple onions store-bought, and the zucchinis from the garden, the mushrooms, and the pineapple from the store. That's kind of sticking, not wanting to turn. And it's hot. I got a late start. We had to unload a load of pallets. It is not working out too good. It's always when you're doing a video. It is really hot in here. We don't cool off in Oklahoma for quite some time. That out. So I think this is all wrapped up. Just gonna add just a little bit more of that. Let that get on there. It's gonna be fun trying to get that teriyaki sauce off of the copper grill mat. Oh, my mouth's watering. This smells so good. Hey guys, apologize about the time. Going to take that off the grill. Go ahead and let it cool down. Throw it on a plate and gobble it down. This is my entry into the Last Chance Cook-Off collaboration, hosted by Tony at Kettle Kitchen and Hendrickson Family Farms and 9 Acre Family Farms. And then there's some other people helping with the event, and it's just a great thing. Go check out all the channels on the Last Chance Cook-Off. All you have to do is type in hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off, and it'll pull up a lot of the channels, and you can see their videos. It's been really fun. Got to meet some new people. Got to try some new recipes. For instance, tonight, I went and did another video because I liked the idea of that teriyaki sauce. I was like, I'm redoing my video for the for the cook-off. I thought I was going to do this outside on the grill, but it got dark, so I brought it inside, and then you just have to improvise sometimes. But anyway, there you go. It smells amazing. I'll get this off the grill and plate it up and chow down. All right, y'all, have a blessed day. Wendy at Hardneck Farms. Here is some of the peppers we grow. I had some wild turkeys get in here and tear it up, so it's not real neat and clean now, but it was at the beginning of the season. And there's little chili peppers. There's other kinds of chili peppers. We have the paprika peppers, and we smoke those. So this is some of the stuff. This is stuff that just started producing within, I'd say, the very last part of July. Started getting a little bit. Now it's starting to produce better. Here are some chili peppers, and we dry these in our solar food dehydrator. And getting ready to water all this, but I wanted to harvest the peppers first. We had massive pests this year, and it just desecrated the tomatillas. And the squash bugs got the cucumbers, and so I'm solarizing a chunk of this with that black tarp, and then I wanted to put in here some new soil and probably some cover crops. I may let that sit out this next season. I don't know yet. There's some leeks. It's just a weird season, but I'm just now starting to get some squash off of these. The zucchini squash, and then I have one little plant. So 3 plants, and I'm barely getting any squash. This season just wasn't really good. There's some peppers in here. The marigolds just started blooming. It's just a really, really, really late, weird year. So anyway, I am harvesting chives. I intercrop with the asparagus. And here's some jalapenos. And I'm getting ready to pick all the ripe peppers. And then, as you can see here, I bag the peppers before they open into the flower. You bag them when they drop down like this. And then when those open and produce the pepper, you can harvest the pepper, and then you don't have the cross-contamination of possible crossing with other peppers. And it happens really, you really want to save your seeds this way. You don't want to just save seeds out of the garden. You want to make sure you're getting the right, and this is only on heirlooms. You cannot save seeds on hybrids or genetically modified junk. It's not designed for all that. It's designed for massive chemicals, and anyway, this is the way I roll. And not a good season, but we're going to be thankful for what we got. And here's some of the peppers. We do smoke some of the peppers. We dry them in the solar food dehydrator, and we'd make chili powder and all kinds of, smoked paprika. It's just a good way to save money and grow your own, chemical free. All right, y'all, I'll see you in a little bit. Let's go into my greenhouse. These are all things that are going to go into the greenhouse. Planted in here, leaving them out for the monarchs. It's a little warm in here. This is our geothermal greenhouse, and this is where I grow a lot of the spices. There's rosemary, there's lemongrass, I've got lemon balm, basil, tarragon, chives, spearmint, peppermint, sage, fennel, just all kinds of different herbs growing on this farm. This is watermelon. I lost all my tomatoes, so I'm pulling all that out, and then I've replanted new tomatoes, but the eggplant right here are kind of taken over. Everything in this greenhouse really does quite well unless they get spider mites. This is on the comeback. I had put in here the beneficial nematodes, so if you're not familiar with those, they really work. These pepper plants are taking over. I mean, they just everywhere. So the peppers I grow in here, the seeds can be saved because there's no pollinators in here. And so I use beneficial bugs like lacewings, ladybugs, and also, put that shut. This will be a nice little crop of cucumbers. These are pickling cucumbers, and they were covered in white flies, and those lacewings and ladybugs have really knocked them out. The lantana's going crazy. Passion flower. There's just all kinds of, and it does need a good water. There's a olive. There's lemon. There's lemon trees, lime trees. Of course, weeds. I'm not really wanting to grow weeds. They keep popping in here. If you have stuff outside and you bring it in, it just happens. But anyway, this is the geothermal greenhouse. That's supposed to be an ice plant. And I grow citrus. These all are just thriving. And I'm going to have to cut them back so they'll grow tall. And they can grow all the way up, and then we just keep them trimmed. But I've got a good crop of oranges, lemons, and limes. And then back here I'll be planting just a bunch of stuff like spinach, kale, thyme, herbs, some flowering plants for the, beneficial bugs. They also need nectar. When they get done eating all the pests, then they need fed. My voice is a little scratchy and going a little hoarse because of this allergy time, and I've had to mow, and I'm allergic to ragweed, and it is all over our farm. There's a grapefruit. I'll trim that up, and I don't think I'll keep that in here, but it's just going to be in here for right now. But yeah, watermelon, eggplants, all kinds of stuff. This is the first year for this greenhouse, so we still have a long ways to go. It's heated and cooled by the geothermal tubes. There's 260 feet of tubes, 7 tubes, 6 feet deep. And then there's a little solar setup. Anyway, let me take you guys to the solar food dehydrator, where I dehydrate my herbs and peppers and tomatoes, make real sun-dried tomatoes. This is kind of how I roll on my farm. Here's our orchard. We got really good crops this year. We lost 3 of our peach trees, and this fall, as soon as everything goes dormant, they're really going to get pruned back. We've been in a severe drought and extreme heat, so it's been a rough year. So this is my solar food dehydrator that my husband built. He used the reclaimed windows that a friend gave us. I got this at a garage sale. And then I got all the trays in the house. I'm getting ready to do some lemon balm, some rosemary, some chives, and some basil. The basil will dry in the house, and the lemon balm. The rest of it will go out here. And then it just goes on the little parchment paper on here, and it dries really well. We have this screening up there so the air will circulate, and that's polycarbonate. And the floor is Marina board, and that was given to us. The windows were given to us. The door was given to us. So it gets really hot in here. Even when it's not so hot out, the sun just really heats us up. So without electricity, you're able to dry herbs, peppers, fruit, all sorts of things. I dried the peppers in here and then just grind them up into pepper powder, chili powder, smoked paprika, and it's just really cool. My husband built this for me. I had a smaller one that I used, but that way I can do my own spices, rubs, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, Wendy at Hardneck Farms, and I'm showing you all this for the Last Chance Cook-Off collaboration of 2022. We'll talk at y'all later. I hope you have a blessed day. Go check out all the other channels. You're going to really enjoy them. Take care.